Today we're going to be talking about master shots. If you don't know what master shots are, it's basically a series of clips that your drone will put together after you select a subject. Today we're going to be doing it with the DJI Mini 4 Pro. Without further ado, let's get it in the air. Now, the best time to really shoot any footage with your drone is at golden hour. And as you can see, it does look pretty nice right now. There's lots of clouds and you cannot even see the sun. So we're gonna put it up and hopefully the sun will peek out from the clouds because we're gonna get some cool shots. Alright, so we're gonna be going out and demonstrating how to do a quick shot over here on our neighbor's barn. I really love just this barn and all the colors it has on it. So if you don't know, if you've never done a master shot before, or you've never shot a master shot before, what you want to do is you want to come into here, you want to press this button up here, you want to go down until you find master shots, and once you've got it selected, you want to adjust your settings accordingly. If it's your first time flying, everything is going to be in auto and your resolution is going to be in 1080. You do not want to shoot in 1080. You want to go over to 4K, and I prefer to shoot in D-Log M, but if you do not know how to color grade, shooting in the normal color profile is perfectly fine. Shooting in D-Log M gives you more control over your image and your video. It just helps you to get a better shot, and it really helps you to adjust all the colors and the shadows and the contrast and the brightness and all that. It really just helps you to get a better image. I would also like to shoot in 4K 30, and I like to have my white balance locked at 5,600. You're also gonna want to shoot in Pro. If you want to shoot in auto, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I just prefer to shoot in manual. It gives me more control, and I just really like that. You know, I like to have full control over my shooting. Another cool thing you can do with master shots is you can rotate your gimbal to shoot vertical video. So if you want to upload it to social media, you can go ahead and do that. But we're going to be shooting in landscape. So we're going to fly over to the barn here. And if you're not flying like real close, like if I were flying like right over here, like right here, right in my yard, you know, right here, I'd fly lower to the ground. But since I'm further away and I can just barely see my drone, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly a little bit higher up just to make sure I don't hit anything. So if I hit anything, it's going to be rough retrieving that. Yes, it does have obstacle avoidance, but obstacle avoidance is not enabled when shooting master shots. I don't know why that is. That's just the way it is. So we're going to go ahead and adjust our settings here. We're going to select the barn. And then, as you can see down here, you got the estimated flight time, and you can set the width, the length, and the height. I'm going to keep all this on the default setting, and maybe we'll play around with it another day. So all you have to do now is just start the master shot.
3, 2, 1.
And as you can see, it's got a little box over here. And this box is basically telling you where the drone will be flying. So you want to pay attention to that just in case there's a restricted fly zone. Like your drone is not going to be able to finish the master shot if this box is in a restricted fly zone, which really it shouldn't be, but just check that, you know, double check. As you can see, our drone is doing the master shot right now. And I just really like the way it does this. And it only takes 2 minutes. And we'll go over, you know, the color grading process and, you know, the audio as soon as we finish up here. But I just love the way that it does this. It is so neat that it has this feature. It only takes 2 minutes, and the footage you get from it is absolutely stunning. It is better than anything you could put together, a beginner could put together in like one battery if you just handed them a drone, you know? Like, this is amazing for beginners, and it's amazing that it has this. I absolutely love this feature. Man, my drone is doing some weird stuff. I have no clue what that is. A roll plus 5 forward. I've never seen that before. It's gonna do a close circle now. I absolutely love the footage that you get from this thing, this master shot. And we are 260 feet up, so I'm not worried about hitting any trees or anything. And yep, I can see it over there. All right. Now one thing I did not realize is that I have my ISO set to 200, which is fine. But the higher the ISO, the more noise you're gonna have in your image. And the higher your shutter speed, the more jitter you're gonna have in your image. And when flying, you basically wanna follow a couple rules. You wanna have your ISO set to as low as possible, and your shutter speed double that of your frame rate. Obviously, if you're shooting at night, you're gonna have to have your ISO super high and your shutter speed as low as possible, because you know your camera is going to need to take in as much light as possible. Another cool thing about the Mini 4 Pro is that it has a night mode feature. It's really great, and I love that it has that. So it looks like our master shot is almost done. It's just finished. So it's going to return to the position that we started it at, and I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that because I do not want that. Oh, and it's gonna start playing our clip right there. I'm gonna close that out because I want to keep flying. We have 68% battery, and I just want to get a couple more shots before it gets too dark. All right, so we're gonna do one more master shot, and again, I'm just gonna show you how to get to the master shot. So you want to click on this button up here, and you want to go down. It's right under video, to master shots, and then you just want to make sure your camera settings are all good. This looks pretty good. We'll do 150. And one thing I dislike about master shots is that you can only shoot in 4K 30 and 4K 60, which is okay, but some people like to shoot in 4K 24 and 25. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go over here. I think I'm just gonna select the entire property. We'll go at 250 feet. And we're gonna select, I guess, just the entire property, and we'll see how it does. And I might adjust my camera settings halfway through, which really don't want to do that, but it's just getting darker and darker. I kind of have to. So it's gonna be a darker master shot, but I guess we'll see how it looks, you know, in the end. So right now it's adjusting the aircraft's position. This looks really nice right now. I hope it looks this good with the final shot. I mean, this looks beautiful right now. So let's do a droney. Now, hopefully it doesn't get too dark, because that really messed with this. And this looks amazing right now. Oh, there's a little car down there. I mean, and like I said, it only takes 2 minutes to do this. So it does not take that much time at all. You could put this thing up and take multiple master shots before you have to land it. I mean, the battery life as well on this thing is amazing. They advertise like, I want to say it's like 32 to 35 minutes with the standard battery. But realistically, you're only going to get like 20 to maybe 25 minutes. If you're just hovering, you might get more. But if it's windier, you might even get less than. But with their Pro battery, they advertise like 42 minutes. But realistically, you're probably going to get in between 25 and 35 minutes with that. I personally have not flown with it, so I can't say for sure, but I'll do some more research and let you guys know. Another thing to consider is your altitude, like how high up you are when you start the master shot, because it does go quite a ways up for some of these master shots, you know, like the droney and the pull-up and some like stuff like that. If you start at 350 feet, then it's gonna stop at 400 feet. That is assuming you live in America or another country that um, requires you to fly under 400 feet. Obviously, if you live in a different country that doesn't have that law, you can fly above 400 feet. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is you're going to want to head down here, right here, and you're going to want to click over here and go into pictures and videos, and you're going to scroll down until you find your master shot. You're then going to want to click on it, and then click create master shot. You're just going to want to go through these until you find one you like, and the reason this looks just so gray and flat is because I have not color graded it yet, so you're going to want to pick the one you like best, and then you're going to want to download it and color grade. So I'm going to go through these and find one that I like. Alright, so I found one I like, and you're just going to want to go ahead, and once you've found it, once you've gone through all these, you're going to want to go ahead and click export, and it will generate and export the video for you. If your video is taking a while to export, you can go up here and quick transfer, and this will basically just connect your phone to the Wi-Fi network built into the Mini 4 Pro. And that will basically allow you to download and transfer files way faster than you were able to before. The Osmo Pocket series, and I'll do D-Cine-like, and I really just like the footage coming out of there a lot better than the Mini 4 most of the time. However, it does look like the D-Cine-like from the Osmo Pocket series does make it a little too dark. So we're going to go with the Mini 4. You're going to want to go back into filter. You're going to want to go over to adjust, and we're going to brighten this up just a little bit. And you can also adjust stuff like, your temperature, your tints, your saturation, your vibrance, your sharpness, your blacks, your whites, your shadows, your highlights, your contrast, really just about everything. And you can really, adjust this to get a real good looking image. It's not perfect. You could do better in an editing software if you knew what you were doing, but it's it's better than nothing, It's, in my personal opinion, better than just shooting in the normal color profile and not being able to adjust it at all. If you're new to color grading, I would highly recommend color grading in CapCut, as it is extremely simple once you get the hang of it. And it's just really easy to do, and you can really adjust, everything pretty simply.